Lord of the Wings.
Look here, listen. Look here, listen. Appearing offline does not fucking stop it. Appearing offline does not fucking.
Could we ban the word genetic, please? Or Genetic Gamer 3? Well, happy 18th birthday, Shay. Nah, I'm plenty good to play God of War. But I'm not going to sit there and give people 100,000 view videos while I try to learn the game on the hardest difficulty setting. That's not going to happen. And not to mention, I don't really care for the game that much. I never played any of the other God of Wars, and like I didn't find the game to be that appealing. Like I've watched well into like the third and fourth area of the game. Like the next area is an area like that looks like an alien hive with a bunch of elves and shit. Like I don't even want to play that area. Area looks dumb. I mean, like I'll eventually go back and play it at some point. I just don't want to play it right now. I got other things I want to play. Dark Souls Remastered just came out. Far Cry 3 Classic Edition just came out. The new season of Rainbow Six is right around the corner. Yeah, I got cleared for the surgery, and I have a surgery date at this point. I'm not giving the date out. I'll say it's between 3 and 6 weeks from now. It's gonna happen sometime between 3 and 6 weeks from now. That's as much as I'll give people. We've only been live for like 10 minutes, dude. We got $1. We actually got $2 in donations. One's from John Smith. John Smith is a dedicated troll. The surgery will be in Mexico. I'm going. I'm forced to stay there for 5 days. So like, there is no coming home early. So like, I'm most likely just going to be sitting in the hotel with like my iPad. It's actually probably going to be a very fucking boring trip. Yeah, my surgery's scheduled. I doubt that's a troll because I've never put that number on anything other than official documents. Alright, so we had a couple donations here. Actually had 3. Doug McCockring did a troll message, and that was actually John. Jay Carney said, "Can you get unbanned? I don't know what I did. I don't know what you did either, dude. Please unban me. I said the wrong word." He donated 3, and I have a serious question. He asked me, would I run around my house naked on a live stream with all 7.5 billion people in the world watching for all of Jeff Bezos' money? The answer to that is yes. Spitting your DNA. I pretty much have quit YouTube. Let's see. Quiet wings equal boring wings. Ban D-Mang. I'm tired of hearing him bitch already. So D-Mang 17, when you come back to cry about you not knowing why you're banned, let me let you know right now, the reason you're banned is because you can't stop complaining about shit. Just keep it to yourself. Sure, I'll buy it. But if it's an MMO like Elder Scrolls, nah, fam. I only made $2.50 per sub anyway, and I think I banned maybe 5 or 6 subs a month. So like $10, something like that. $10 to $20. Ban anybody that has a spoof of my name, please. If it's wings of anything, just ban them. If you think Twitch needs to ban me, just fucking leave, dude. Honestly, you don't have to sit here and watch my stream if you don't agree with how I stream. Ban anybody that wants to relay messages too. We're going and stopping that too. There's plenty of challenge on this game, but like I've beaten this game 40 plus times. Like I know it like the back of my hand. Alright, so Jay Carney says he got banned again. I'm sorry, Wings, I'm out. Let's see, Al's donated, goes, "Hey Wings, longtime fan, I'm going to lunch with a girl from work." Alright, Al's asking for dating advice. Should he push the waters? Here's the thing with girls, right? Especially girls that you didn't meet from like a job or through a mutual friend. Generally, girls are afraid of you. Like, let's say you're at a gas station or something, right? And you go, "Hey, baby, what's up? You looking good," right? You know, catcalling. If you do that, most likely all that's going to do is make the girl either furious, frustrated, or insecure and fearful. girls generally tend to be very afraid because they're brought up in a world where if they say the wrong thing, they could be, either raped, hit. They live in the land of the giants. Men are bigger, faster, and stronger in most cases. Right? There's obviously Sasquatches out there. That when I say Sasquatches, I mean Bigfoot. People that are like that defy the rule, right? Like there's people like Nicole Bass. I think Nicole Bass is dead now, but like Nicole Bass is like this big, huge, hulking woman. Ronda Rousey would be another one of these people that'd be a little bit more feminine, but like generally, like an average man wouldn't want to fuck with her, right? But for the most part, girls are fearful. So like when you go on a date and it's a date that's a blind date, you want to basically work on getting her to drop her guard. Like you want to make yourself approachable. You want to dress in calming, cooling colors. You want to, do icebreakers. Try to be funny. There's a reason why women on dating profiles say, I like a guy that's funny. Because it allows them to be their self more quickly. Because if you're a guy that's all about business, I make this on my stock portfolio, this is where my job is, it's going to make you come across as a very cold father-like figure, which, there are some girls out there for that, but the majority, which is what you're hunting for, aren't going to like that. They want somebody that they feel like they can be themselves around and they don't have to live up to a very high standard. Because people always put a front up for other people. That's why the term fronting even came about. Why you fronting, dog? Because you want to try to sell yourself in the best light, but that's usually not the best case to actually get in any kind of like meaningful relationship. But like my advice to you, Al, is try to dress in neutral colors. Try to be yourself. Try not to be overly stern. Don't brag on yourself. Try to be humble, and try to make it a fun experience so that she wants to be around you. Right? Neutral colors, subtle things matter. Like if you wear like bright reds and bright oranges and yellows, like that's a very harsh color that she has to sit across from the entire time. Why do you think like most suits are made of black and white? They're very easy colors that you can take in, and the eye doesn't stress the eye at all. Your girlfriend's here saying, "What the fuck?" Well, you don't have to take my advice. People ask for my advice, I give it to them. That comes from a guy that dates on hard mode. You got to take every advantage that you can. I'm not trying to say the color is the reason like a girl won't like you. I'm trying to say it's easier to get somebody to drop their guard if you're wearing a neutral color. Well, I have some red shirts, but the only time I wear red shirts is when you want to stand out or something. I mean, these guys are sitting over acting like I'm giving them the worst information possible. All right, let's slow down with the banning a little bit. Try to give multiple warnings at this point. If you ban somebody for asking for somebody else to be unbanned, make sure they're 10-minute bans, not permanent. You have a Pornhub premium sub? No, I don't. Why, you trying to give one away? Let's see. D-Slang, can you get unbanned, please? I was permanent banned from your mod. All I did was call out he was doing a bad job and troll it. No, D-Mang, you got banned for talking shit. I even said it. And we have some bits here. I don't know if I can read the bits. Dashboard, maybe? I own the Iron Golem without magic and a summon. Fraud. Yeah. A-list acting. You wish you had this much Dark Souls ability that I have. Hey, AC is terrible as always. It sounds like a fucking train wreck. I don't know if you guys can hear it every now and then. Donate bits. Not allowed to have text-to-speech on. Because people abused it to say racist words. Keep going, dude. Fuck that nigga. Oh, my lord. I hate him. I hate him. Why have I not done the surgery call yet? I've done the surgery call. I've got my shit taken care of. Go away. I'm not backing out of the surgery, dude. I've been honest with you 100%, man. Like, did I drag my feet getting the surgery? Sure, I dragged my feet. But, at the same time, I'm scared of it. But, I'm not backing out. Yeah, there's cancellation fees. There's hardcore. It was a $500, you got to put down $500 to get the surgery and the books. And I got to pay the entire amount a week before the surgery. So like in like 2 weeks, I might have to shell out like $6 grand. And like I can't get that money back after I pay it. So like if I don't go, that's $6 grand down. I'm not showing you guys anything. You'll see I got the surgery with the videos that I make during the process. That's your proof. I'm getting a gastric sleeve. I gave a time limit, 3 to 6 weeks. The surgery will be done within 3 to 6 weeks. I'm not giving anything closer than that because like people will fuck with me. Okay, if I stretch it out, I stretch it out. It's my fucking problem. See, like I said, nobody's ever fucking happy. Nobody's ever fucking happy. People complain, oh, you're not getting a surgery. Blah, 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 blah. I'm getting the fucking surgery. Surgery's already scheduled. It's happening. That's happening. Now you're complaining that I'm not getting the bypass instead of the other thing. Well, the bypass has a lot more serious complications that come with it. Lifelong complications. You're more likely to be anemic if you have a bypass. I don't want to have a permanent solution. Like, I want to eventually one day be a normal human being again. I'm getting the gastric sleeve. It's the most common weight loss surgery. It's the one that almost everybody gets. And the gastric sleeve has a 90% success rate. 90% of the people that get the gastric sleeve lose the fucking weight. I have to put effort in. Like, I've been on this fucking diet for 5 days now. You guys just bitch to bitch, dude. Like, you seriously do. If I'm part of the 10% that fail, I'm the part of the 10% that fail.
Hell, I didn't have to cut her.
What, like, you know how to be 100% chance of failure? Not trying. Not trying is 100% chance of failure. Said the guy who skipped his camping trip. Look here. If you ever expected a 425-pound man to go into the woods for 5 days, 10-mile hike into the woods for 5 days, live off the land, build his own shelter during a rainy period while it was unseasonably cold, you're a fucking idiot. Real talk, you're a fucking idiot. And I was going to go on the trip. Nobody seems to remember me trying to talk them out of it and trying to pick it. I'm like, dude, it's cold as fuck in April. Which that year it was. It was cold as shit in April. The time they picked, it was supposed to rain 4 of the 5 days we were there. Like on the forecast, right? It was also... I tried to push it back to summer. They wouldn't want to do that. I mean, I was trying to get us to take like stuff like compasses. They didn't want to take compasses. Like, I didn't want to get lost in the fucking woods. You know, Uwharrie National Forest is a big fucking place. Kyle left 2 days early. I backed out on that Friday morning. Kyle had already left. He was on the road because he left Friday. We were supposed to meet there Sunday. I backed out 2 days ahead of time. It doesn't fucking matter. It's not like I would have been any kind of benefit to the trip. Like, at the worst case scenario is my blood sugar would have dipped. I've been groggy. They'd had to help me with my shelter because I couldn't keep up with those two. I'm like, everything would have been dragged down by me. Between that and I didn't want to sit in the rain hungry and cold for fucking 5 days, it's like, fuck it, I'm not going on this trip. That's the reason I backed out. More excuses. Some excuses are valid. Shit, I would have went on the survival trip if I knew they was only going to go one fucking night. Shit, I could have made one night. I would have survived if I ate all the other people. That's how long they say Kyle got sick on the first day. Jacob goes ham. I've talked to a doctor about it. My doctor concluded that I carb load. And that's where she left it off at. Like, she says, like, do you eat a lot of carbs? I go, yeah. Usually when I eat, I try to go for carbs because that's what gets me the feeling that I want. And it goes, there's your problem. I'm not diabetic. I mean, I got the blood work to prove I'm not a diabetic. What makes you think I'll stop carb loading with the surgery? I will be physically unable to eat enough to gain weight. When I overeat, what's going to happen is I'm going to vomit. So, like, depending on how well I deal with vomiting, depends on that. Yeah, I could still drink a lot of liquid calories, but I'm not. How about you guys just be supportive? Be like, yeah, Wings, you got this. You're going to do real well during the surgery. This is a life-changing event. All y'all motherfuckers do is, like, bring up problems and problems and problems. I still got, like, when I go into this fucking surgery, shoot, I've stuck to this fucking diet for 5 days so far. Walking 14 miles burns more than 500 calories. I burn 200 calories a mile at my weight. So like, walking 14 miles at my weight would probably burn like an entire day's worth of calories. Bloodlust, I don't give a shit, man. Tijuana Bariatrics knows exactly how to reach me with phone number and with email. Like, people doing this are just trying to fuck with me. Like, they're hoping that Tijuana Bariatrics turns me away and I get cold feet and don't want to go somewhere else so they can laugh and point like, you scam money out of people, when I'm trying my hardest to get what I took donations in for. Like, it's just shitty people being shitty people. That's what that is. I'm busy. I don't want to deal with invasions. This character's not designed. There's no reason to appear offline because I'm gonna want to help people with Ornstein and Smo here in about 5 minutes. Like, I literally just got to come down here, open this door, and get to Ornstein and Smo before I get invaded. Ban Lord Kit Kat, please. Can we quit talking about the troll channels, please? Thank you. I'm so sick of this situation, guys. Bloodlust. I've never talked to Dr. Garcia. I sent an email out to Tijuana Bariatrics to let them know that people are calling and prank calling them. It's fucking childish, dude. It really is. Like, just leave me the fuck alone, guys. Like, honestly, leave me the fuck alone. You claim you want me to get this surgery, and now you're fucking with one of my routes to get the surgery. Well, people are saying it's happening. Matter of fact, let me just call them. She says she's never been prank called. No, I'm not even close to 500 pounds, man. No, I won't see Dr. Garcia until I get there. No, them pickles. The 30 to 40 pounds they want me to lose is a barometer of good faith. It's to show them that yo, this is going to be successful. Yes, I will be vlogging my surgery journey. I doubt I'll have a ripped six-pack Kenny Smith knees, but thank you for the $2 donation. My goal is 250 pounds. At 250 pounds, I'll look like a normal human being, and like I'll still be a little overweight, but I'll be mobile. Like what I'm hoping happens is, like, the first couple months are gonna be hard as shit, and I'm gonna be grumpy, which I need to take my Lecture Pro. But like, there's gonna become a, how can I explain this better? There was a period of time when I worked out with Drew, and we did a whole lot of like bench presses, and it felt like I was making no progress. Just like I would keep struggling with 150 pound, was it 150s? I think it was 165. It was either 150 or 165 bench press, and like I could do 10 of them, but it took everything I had to do 10 of them. And then like after you did 10 of that, you'd go down to 135 and stuff. But like every day I went in that we did weights, I felt like I was making no progress on the weights. But like he had set it up so like we had these medicine balls. We had this like 20 or 25 pound medicine ball that I would throw up, and he would catch it and drop it. I had to catch it, throw it back up while I was laying flat on my back over and over again. He did that on the first day, and then later when I complained about I felt like I wasn't making any progress, he's like, all right, let's throw the medicine ball again. And like I grab it and I threw the medicine ball, and it all hit me at once. All that progress that I was making was like, wow. this is fucking amazing. Like, look at all this progress that I got. Because, like, the medicine ball no longer was heavy at all. Like, I didn't get tired. I could throw it up with full strength every time he dropped it. Like, all my chest muscles had grown. They just had not grown enough to compensate for that strength. And I'm hoping that's the same feeling I'm going to get when I actually go around and get the surgery. Is like, there's going to be a month or two where it's going to suck. I'm going to feel like I haven't made any progress. And then I'm going to push myself. And when I push myself and I expect the pain to be there, that pain's not going to be there, because the pain that I felt at 450 pounds isn't going to be there at like 360. Right? And I'm going to start noticing that none of my clothes fit, and that I got to start wearing belts and suspenders again. And like, all that's going to be, it's going to make me cry, but it's also going to make me feel good. And there's eventually going to be a period where I don't care about food anymore. And you know how I know this? Because I got to that point at Kyle's house within a month. When I left Kyle's house from the FPS boot camp, I could have ate nothing all day and I'd have been perfectly fine. Like I had completely beaten the food, but like, you know, I had a support structure at Kyle's house. I had Kitty, I had Kyle, I had Jeremy, I had people that actually cared about my health there. And it was a good environment. I didn't leave early. I did the entire FPS boot camp. I'm 6 foot tall right now, and like I know exactly what I look like. My mother's husband, who's like 50, he's about 230, 240 pounds, and he's about 6 feet tall. So I'll probably look like him. I have a little bit of a gut, a lot of loose skin, but like I look like a normal human being that's a little out of shape. But like, to me, I'll look fabulous. They didn't force me to stay. They had a conversation with me that lasted about an hour, but like, I made the choice to stay. Everything came down to my choices. Dude, FPS boot camp was easy. Like it literally was easy. Like you showed like even dealing with the food problem, all that was easy. Like, the only problem that sucked about FPS boot camp is being homesick and like lonely and stuff for like being back home, because like Georgia's a different environment than South Carolina. But like the regimen was real easy. The trolling is by far the worst. Like, I had it was worse than the Hutch trolling and everything else, because the Hutch trolling was just people calling me lame, because people at that point, people didn't know I was fat. You know, people saying I was a bad player and stuff like that. Now, like, they're going out of the way to be assholes. I'm still friends with Kyle. Like, I don't really hold grudges too fucking hard. Like, if Kyle came to my house right now, he'd be welcome. Same with Woody. Having disagreements and still being friends is a part of being adult. I ban people because it hurts my feelings. Kim Wong Chong, what did I scam people out of? We're talking about rub one out at Kyle's house. They didn't need to. Kyle had hookers there on tap. Like, every night there was like different girls just walking through. What I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of farming up souls. Like, I might do this offline if you guys want to see something else played right now. Like, who's all online? We got anybody on for Rainbow Six? Yeah, nobody's really on Rainbow Six. The problem with me for doing like that for 24 hours straight, the main problem is my weight. Like, even when I'm sitting down, like, my weight eventually gets to me, because like it hurts me to sit in one position for long periods of time. What Mario character to identify with? Probably Mario himself. Well, it's not the fact that I can't sit down. It's the fact that I sit in one of these chairs. They're not padded well enough for a guy my size. So like, I'm sitting basically on the steel frame, and like, my weight pushes down on it to the point my skin gets sore. What's my ideal job? A blow job. Getting them, not giving. Slut. Them pickles. I'm bored all the time anyway. It won't bother me that much, dude. Do you think sitting here doing like farming souls and Dark Souls is that exhilarating. Did the protein shake satisfy me? That's a big negatory. I live my life perpetually hungry. Thank you, Answarm. Thank you for the 100 bits. What is driving you to keep playing? It calms my nerves. Back when I didn't have anxiety pills, like, this game was my Lexapro. Like, when I was feeling really bad, like the whole rhythm of the game calms my nerves. Ain't nobody got bad to anybody. They're just making different accounts with similar names. I'm not saying that name out loud. Let's see. What did he say? What's my favorite ice cream? Milkshake or malts? I've never had a malt, but usually milkshakes I usually like to get strawberry. The strawberry vanilla. Look, I don't give a shit, FPSKyle of Redemption. You say another thing in here, we're just gonna ban you. No, it's early bedtime because I'm not eating a whole lot, so I'm sleepy all the time. All right, go ahead and ban Annie's Swarm, please. You spam that shit 5 times, dude. This is why you get banned. Give him an hour ban. I don't know why you guys just can't be cool. Make streams so much more enjoyable. I don't give a shit about that fucking review. You know who else doesn't give a shit? He's probably not. He probably don't give a shit either. Alright guys, that's the stream for today. Thanks everybody for coming out. Let's go and do the donation rundown.